The Galactic Union was old, powerful, and proud. When humans finally joined, the other species didn't feel threatened. They laughed. Human ships were small, loud, and easy to track. Their weapons were outdated, their armor weak. At the first summit, aliens whispered jokes behind glowing screens. One reptilian admiral chuckled. Did they build their ships from scrap? Even the waitstaff snickered when humans spoke. But the humans didn't argue. They smiled, took notes, listened, and waited. No anger, no protests. Just calm, polite faces and quiet confidence. No one noticed the silent exchange between two human delegates. No one asked why Earth's military budget had tripled in silence. After all, what could these weaklings possibly be planning? In the far edges of space, ships began to vanish. Not crash, not explode, just disappear. No debris, no distress signals, only silence. Merchants whispered about a shadow passing through asteroid fields. Pirates spoke of an invisible death. The term spread, Ghost Fleet. The Galactic Council rolled their eyes. Space madness, they said. Malfunction, lies. But a few officers grew nervous. The missing fleets weren't small. Some were armed warships. Others were scout units with high-grade scanners. Yet not one trace remained. Still, humans said nothing. No claims. No warnings. One human envoy simply smiled and said, "The quietest weapons make the loudest history." No one laughed that. Time. A few even stopped sleeping well. The Drexen Empire had heard enough rumors. To them, humans were weak, noisy, and soft. The stories of vanishing ships? Lies, tricks. So they launched a fleet 30 warships toward a small human colony near the Orion Edge. A warning shot, they said. A lesson in strength. The fleet moved fast and loud, broadcasting threats on open channels. Evacuate or be erased. But the humans didn't reply. No ships launched. No defenses activated. Only silence. The Drexen commander laughed, calling it surrender without dignity. But far above them, hidden in a black orbit, something old and quiet watched. It didn't speak. It didn't glow. It simply waited for the right moment to unmask itself. The Drexen fleet entered orbit with confidence. Bright engines burned through the dark, and their weapons glowed hot. But then, the stars blinked. One by one, ship lights flickered. A sensor officer screamed 3 vessels were just gone. No alerts, no explosions, just missing. Panic spread. Systems failed. Communications died. It felt like space itself had turned hostile. Somewhere above, a ship the size of a city glided. Through the black, no sound, no trace, wrapped in stealth fields thicker than space dust. It didn't need permission to strike. One Drexen destroyer buckled inward like paper, crushed by forces unseen. The rest tried to scatter. Too late. The shadows had already moved, and they were human dot above the Drexen homeworld. The sky split. A ripple shimmered across orbit, like glass cracking in space. Then it appeared, a human stealth ship, bigger than anything in their records, blacker than deep space, shaped like a silent blade. It made no sound, no signal, just presence. Cities fell quiet. Defense systems froze. Every satellite spun to face it. A single message pulsed through all channels, in every known language. We warned no one, we just watched. The ship didn't fire. It didn't need to. Fear did the work. At the Galactic Council, the same aliens who once laughed, now whispered. The humans had decloaked not just a ship, but their place in the galaxy. The silence that followed was louder than war. The Drexen fleet was gone. Their leaders hid behind locked doors. At the next Galactic Council, no one mocked. No one smiled. Human representatives sat quietly, no weapons, no threats, just calm eyes. Treaties were rewritten without argument. Trade lanes opened. Borders shifted. The same species that once called humans primitive now called them partners. But no one truly knew what scared them more, the ship they saw or the ones they hadn't. Rumors spread that Earth had a fleet of ghosts, ships like shadows moving between stars, and humans. They said nothing. They didn't need to. The galaxy had learned. Respect doesn't echo, it drops like a hammer. The stealth ship vanished as quietly as it came, no flame, no trail, just gone. Across the stars, alien leaders stared at empty skies, wondering how close the next one might be. No demands came. No victory speech. Only a single broadcast repeated once, then never again. We don't seek war. We end it before it begins. A monument was placed at the center of the galactic summit. Simple, cold, human steel. The words etched on it read, "Seen once, feared forever." From that day forward, no species mocked humanity again. They didn't just earn a seat at the table, they built the table. And no one dared ask what lay beneath it.